In this tutorial, you will learn how to make if statements with Drakon. Let's create a function that would contain some branching algorithm. For example, a very optimized int to string function. This function will accept an integer value, and depending on its value we will output whether it's a high value or low value. Please never ever do this. It will work, but that's not how Drakon works. In order to implement this functionality, we will use the question icon. So let's delete this horrible atrocity and create a new. We add a question icon and then add a logical expression in it. So if value is greater than 100, we output high. If it's less than 100, we will output low. So the logic goes like this. We go from top to bottom and we ask a question. Is the value greater of 100? If the answer is yes, then we take this action. We output the word high. Otherwise, we output the word low. Let's take a look at the code which will be generated for this function. I open the generated source code file. You see, here we have a very familiar if statement. Drakon has an interesting feature. There is a possibility to give different meaning to the right exit from a question icon and the bottom exit. A general convention is to place error handling, bad unexpected situation further to the right part of the algorithm, and the happy path should follow this skewer, this vertical line. Let's create an example. Let's create a function that would divide numbers. This function will accept two arguments called a and b and return this value. The problem with this implementation is that b must not be equal to 0. Let's add an error check that would compare the value of the b argument to 0. So I go here, add a question icon, and add this comparison. If b is equal to 0, then we can throw an exception. Here we have a clear happy path that goes down this vertical straight line, and we have error handling which goes to the right. This rule, this feature of Drakon is called the further to the right, the worse it is. It's not always possible, this guideline, but when it is, give a hint to the reader by placing error handling and undesirable situations further to the right on your diagram. Here, yes answer goes down. This is correct Drakon, but not optimal. It would be better if we had placed error handling on the right side. So let's swap the exit of this question icon, and then just move around the actions. Use the question icon instead of if statements. Follow the rule. The further to the right, the worse it is.